Yes, children, I just want to tell you there was some technical issues and therefore I couldn't connect, and so I made part 2 of the same lesson. So we will continue with our concept of how to determine whether an object is hot or cold, and in the last part we have completed till here that information from the environment is taken by the dendrites. It sets off a chemical reaction and it produces an electrical impulse, and we have said that how it is done in the higher standard. So we were till here in part 1. So the chemical reaction, it is producing a electrical impulse where? In the dendrites itself. From the dendrites, the electrical impulse will then pass on to the cell body. From the cell body, the impulse will then go to the axon. From the axon, it will go into the nerve ending. From the nerve ending, the electrical impulse, mind it well, we are at the nerve ending now. The electrical impulse will then will then convert into the chemical impulse, and here the release of chemicals takes place because here our microscopic gap is there called as the synapse. From this synapse, then it will go to the dendrites of the next neuron, and the same procedure will go on. Then it will reach on to the brain. The brain will understand and interpret that information, and then it will pass on to the muscle cells. Now the impulse is reaching the muscle cells. Okay, from the muscle cells, the response is taking place. How? By changing the shape of this muscle cells. Means response is taking place. How? By removing the hand away from that hot object is the response. How? By changing the shape of that muscle cells, and this is happening because of the protein, a special type of protein, and that is called as the contractile protein, which is present in this muscle cell, which brings about the change in the shape of the cell, and we respond to the situation. That is, we remove our hand away from the hot object. So this is a brief 3 marks theoretical question. Along with diagram is a 5 marks question. How can you determine whether an object is a hot or a cold object? So this is a flow chart. If you understand this flow chart, it becomes very easy for us to write the answer. Hope so this concept is very well understood to you. Okay, so the next slide that I have shown over here is reflex action. Now what is this reflex action? I have written here definition. Definition of reflex action is any sudden action in response to some happenings in the environment is called as reflex action. Here the word important is sudden action. Any sudden action in response to some happenings in the environment, like removing our hand away from the hot object, or we are getting a prick with the pointed object and we remove our leg away from it. So this is a sudden action that is happening, and that we call it as reflex action. Am I clear with this? Okay, now to understand the reflex action, we should understand the concept of spinal cord, and we should understand the concept of reflex arc. Okay, now what is this reflex arc? I'll explain you the diagram, but first understand what is this spinal cord. Nerves from all over the body meeting in a bundle in a common connection, and that common connection is called as the spinal cord. Nerves, we all know now what are these nerves. So nerves from all over our body is meeting in a bundle in a common connection, and that we call it as what? Spinal cord. Okay, so to understand the concept of reflex action now, we will understand this into detail. Short note on reflex action comes, and that is for 3 marks. A separate 3 marks diagram can come of reflex arc, but mind it well that your hand is not that much important. But if you could see those arrows, if you could see this particular thing, that is more important for a 3 marks question along with the labeling. Okay, so how beautifully are you drawing a cup and a hand is not important in this particular diagram. Am I clear? So scientifically correct diagram has to be highlighted for a 3 marks, then only out of marks you will get. Otherwise it will be 2.5 and it will be either 2 marks. So you cannot question on why the marks have been cut for the diagram if separately it comes for a 3 marks question. Altogether reflex action can come theoretical part for 3 marks and altogether with diagram for 5 marks. Okay, so reflex action we are understanding now. Any sudden action in response to some happenings in the environment is called as reflex action. Example, touching a hot object, or you accidentally prick on a thorn or a glass piece. So these are the examples of the reflex action. Let us understand into detail about this particular example. Touching a vessel containing a very hot tea is a very dangerous situation for us. Then how could we respond to this situation? One possible way is that we think consciously about the pain and the possibility of getting wounded, and hence we withdraw our hand. But how long will it take for us to think to perform this activity? It would take quite some time for us to react and respond to the situation. But the responses to such reaction has to be very, very quick, and it has to be very, very immediate. Rather than to think about the reaction or about the sensation of a pain, if the nerves from all over the body is able to detect the pain, and if they are connected to one particular thing, then the action can be very, very quick and immediate. So your nerves from all over the body, they are meeting in a bundle in a common connection, is called as what? Spinal cord. So actually this spinal cord is doing the work of removing the hand away from the hot object, but the message is sent to the brain. So wherever we require a quick actions, quick responses, here the spinal cord is doing the job, but the message is going to the brain. That has to be remembered. Understand this diagram. Now, a hand is having the receptors of heat and pain. Receptors are present in the tactile organs like skin. So here the heat pain receptors are present, which is receiving the sensation of pain, and it has been transferred by the sensory neuron. Can you see the arrow? It has been transferred by the sensory neuron into a butterfly like structure that we call it as spinal cord. Here the message has been understood that it is a dangerous situation, and it has been sent to the brain, but at the same time it is going through the relay neuron, and then the motor neuron is carrying the impulse, carrying the message that it is a dangerous situation, remove the hand away from the hot object. So this particular diagram is explaining how exactly the concept is happening. That is called as what? Reflex arc. Am I clear with the diagram also? Or 3 marks, what do you mean by reflex action? 3 marks on what do you mean by reflex arc? It's a combination of it, can be answered in a same way as I have explained. So it goes with the definition of reflex action. It goes with the explanation of the diagram. It goes with the definition in between and the drawing of the diagram. Am I clear with this particular concept? Understood? So this is what is about reflex action or reflex arc. Am I clear with this particular concept? Yes. The next concept is a very simple, and then I think so we will stop and end up the topic. How do we test a food, and how do we smell a particular thing? How do we test a food? There are distinct regions on the tongue where the main tests are detected, and these test buds are on the tip of the tongue. As you see, I've drawn a diagram over here of a tongue, a rough diagram. A tip of a tongue which is detecting the sweet test, the side of the tongue which is detecting the salt and the sour test, and the back of the tongue which is detecting the bitter test. So the tip of the tongue is detecting the sweet test, side S detecting salt and sour, SS, back of the tongue B detecting the bitter test. That doesn't mean if the sugar is going at the back side, we are not able to understand that it is a sweet test. Sugary test, the sweet test is everywhere located, but the predominance of the sweet test is at the tip. Am I clear? So everywhere you could detect the test, but the predominance is at the located areas which I have told. Now, here I have used the word gustatory receptors. These gustatory receptors, they are found in the tongue region. So tongue is a gustatory organ, and gustatory receptors are found in the tongue region. Am I clear? Clear with the concept? Yes. Now, how do we smell the food? Once we understand how do we test the food, we should understand how do we smell the food. There are so nose is our olfactory receptor. So olfactory receptors are found in the nose area. So olfactory receptors detect the smell. So how do we smell? Smell enters the back of the nose when we inhale. They also rise up from the back of the mouth as you eat, which is why smell is such an important part of tasting and enjoying the food. So this is the answer to this question that has been highlighted, that the food tastes odd when we have cold. Clear? So whenever you are eating something, it is going back. Whenever you are smelling something, it is going back of your tongue. So that particular organ is having a swelling or inflammation, and that is the reason the food is tasting odd. आपल्याला तोंडाला चव नसते. That is what is called as odd. Am I clear? So this is two marks and all that. So 3 marks question or a 1 mark, or it can come as an objective one in match the following also. Fill in the blanks also. Gustatory receptors are found in dash. So in the tongue region. Olfactory receptors are found in dash, nose region. Gustatory organ is dash, tongue. Olfactory organ is dash, nose. The tip of the tongue, match the following, sweet. Back of the tongue detects bitter taste. So these are all objective questions that can come from this particular slide. Okay, I think so you must have understood this. I'm not going much into detail about this because this is an objective type of a question. I'm ending my first session of control and coordination. In the next lecture, we will continue with the revision of brain and coordination in plants. So here the difficult part in the next lecture may start. So we'll try to make it simple. Let us understand the concept in the next lecture about brain. So thank you, children. God bless you. Hope so you should be at home, you will be at home, and you will be eating healthy food always. Okay, so thank you, children, and God bless you. Thank you.